function?
As if it doesn't have repeating numbers.
Yep, so on what? The x's or the y's?
The x's.
Yeah, so if the x's repeat, then it is not a function. So, do these x's repeat?
Yeah.
Yes, so we know that it's not a function. So go through and cross off whoever says is a function, which is what? B can get crossed off, and D can get crossed off. We know that it's not these ones. Okay, and so it's a matter of picking, and so you're just gonna have to go through and check the numbers. Okay, the domain is gonna be -6, -3, 0, 3. So what's wrong with this one? Okay.
Oh, x has a 5.
Yeah, that's not right. Okay, it should be -6, 0, 3. Okay, so this one's got to be C. Okay, number. Whatever, 38? 39? Okay, 39. Do the x's repeat? Look at them all. Do the x's repeat?
Nope.
So I got -4,
yeah.
-3, -2, -1, -1. So is it a function?
No.
No. Okay, so now we just need to check the domain. It should be -4, -3, -2, -1. So this one does not work. It's got a 7. Okay, this one does not work.
C.
Let's see.
Yeah. I think.
No, it's
No.
No, it's D.
Okay, so on these ones, because they're multiple choice, double check, okay, to make sure all the numbers match up, double check, check again. Okay, because it's easy to think something when it's not. Okay, 41. Do the x's repeat?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Wait, yeah.
Why? Which one repeats? The 2 repeats. So is this a function?
No.
No. Okay, so we can cross off D for sure. Okay, what is the domain? Oh, wait, no, I did it all jacked up.
You can tell which one.
Is it a function?
No.
It's D.
No, it's not a function, so it is D, is what I meant to say. Not cross off D. Okay, it's the only one that says it's not a function. And all the other ones say it is a function. So that's my bad. Okay, 43, determine the domain and range, okay? So the domain is gonna be -7, 1, 2, and 6. -7, 1, 2, and 6. Which one is that?
D.
D. Okay, 45, is this a function?
Yes.
Yes, remember, so we do the vertical line test, and so this one is a function. Okay, 47, you just have to plug in 6 everywhere, okay? And so somebody's gonna have to type this on the calculator, but it looks like 6 squared minus 8 times 6 plus 10. Somebody type that on your calculator. -2. Okay, 49. It says the x-intercept is at 1, so that means that we should have the line going through here at -1, sorry, and the y-intercept is at -2, so my line should really be going like this, okay? So A does not qualify. Does B work?
No.
No. What about C?
No.
No. And D.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? X is at -1. That one checks out. And Y is at -2. Yeah, so D works. Okay, 51. Where does that graph start at? What is the y-intercept?
2.
At 5. Okay, so that means that it's gonna run through 5 right here. Okay, so does A work?
No.
No. What about B?
Nope.
No. Does C work?
Yep.
Yes. And does D work?
Yep.
Yes. So which one is it? Okay,
Yes.
C
yes,
because it's a positive line. Okay, so D is a negative line and we have a positive slope, so it should be a positive line. Okay, 53, you've gotta do some work, there's no way to go around it, okay? So you're gonna subtract the x's and then divide by the numbers next to the y. Okay, so we're gonna say minus 8x on both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna get negative 5y equals negative 8x minus 20. I'm just taking it and writing it in a straight line. Okay, and then I'm gonna divide by the number that's next to the y's. What number's next to the y's? 5. Negative 5. Okay, so I'm gonna get y equals, what is negative 8 divided by negative 5? 8 over 5. X, and then negative 20 divided by negative 5. Positive 4. Okay, so that means my line should be going through a positive 4 on the y line, so the up and down line. Okay, so does A work?
Yep.
Yep. What about B?
Yep.
Yep. C?
Nope.
No. And D?
Nope.
No. So C and D definitely don't work. So is it A or is it B? It's A. Why? It's positive. Okay, so it's gotta be A. Okay, 55 says find the slope of the line. How much do you rise? How much do you run?
Rise 2.
Rise 2, run what?
4.
4. Okay, is it positive or negative line? Negative. Okay, so we got a negative 2 over 4, okay, which is negative half. That's what it simplifies to. Negative 1/2. Okay, 57. It says find the slope. So that's that y1 or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so I'm going to get 10 minus negative 3 over negative 11 minus negative 7. Okay, somebody typed it in your calculator, see what you get. Negative 13 over 4. Okay, 59. Which one is the slope? Which one is the slope? 2 over 3 or 2?
2.
2 over 3. Okay, so it's going to be D. Okay, 61, it says write the slope-intercept form. Okay, what is the slope? The slope is 7 and the y-intercept is 3, so that's going to be D, because y equals mx plus b. Okay, 63, again, you're going to have to subtract the x's and then divide by the number that's next to the y. Okay, so minus 3x, minus 3x. So I'm going to get negative 4y equals negative 3x minus 28. Okay, and then I'm going to divide by the number that's next to the y. So divided by negative 4. So we get y equals a positive 3 over 4x plus 7. It is A. Okay, 65 says write the point slope form. Which one does not work at all? Which one does not work at all? C. Okay, there's no 3 over 5 on C. Okay, so on these it goes y minus my y1. Okay, so it would be y minus what? Negative 2. And what's a minus minus? A plus. Okay, so that's going to be D. Okay, 67 says find the point slope form. Okay, so we're gonna have to start off by doing the slope for starters. So it's gonna look like -1 minus 4 over -1 minus -2. Okay, type that in your calculator, see what you get. -5? Okay, so who works? Okay, yeah, so at that point you can look, see what can you eliminate before you have to keep going. Okay, you might be able to eliminate everything, you might not. Okay, 69, write the slope-intercept form of equation 01. Okay, currently as it sits, what is the slope? What is in the slope spot? 7/2. So no matter what, when I do my y equals mx plus b, my slope should still be 7/2. Yeah, so it's gotta be b, without even doing any more work. Okay, whatever the slope is for the start has to be the slope at the end. Okay. Okay, 71, write the slope-intercept form. Okay, what is the slope? -1. So we need something that has a -1 in the slope spot. So which one is that gonna be? It's gotta be A. Okay, that's the one that has a -1 in the slope spot. Okay, however, if not, then you gotta go through and do all the work. Okay? Okay, so 73, again, we're gonna do that y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's gonna be 4 minus 2 over 5 minus -2. Okay, type that in, see what you get. Two over 7? Positive? 2/7? So which one's it gotta be? It's gotta be A, okay? However, if you would have to, you gotta go back through and then do the point slope to slope intercept. Okay, 75, what does that look like? Positive, negative, or none?
None.
None. Okay, so A. Okay, 77. Okay, the easiest way to do these, for starters, should that dot be open or closed? Should be an open dot, so what can we eliminate? Okay, we can eliminate C because that is a closed dot and we know we should have an open dot for sure, okay? At that point, you could kind of guess,
You would have to flip it so it'd be going to the right.
so that's what I wanted to say. So sometimes people will look at it and be like, oh, well, I know it should go this way. But that's sketch because what if you do have to flip it, okay? So you almost have to do the math because on this one you wouldn't actually flip it because you're adding instead of dividing. Okay, so you get n and a -5. Okay, so we know that this one doesn't work. Okay, so which way should it be going? It should be going towards the right, so D. Okay, 79, should it be open or closed?
Close.
It should be closed, so can we cross out anything?
No.
No. Okay, what would be our step to do? Times both sides by 9. Okay, and so that's gonna be a -36. -36, so C. -4 times 9 is 36. Okay, 81, what would be our first step to do? We gotta drop off the kid.
Take away 30.
Take away 3 on both sides. So what is 39 minus 3?
36.
36, and then divided by 4 is 9. So D. Okay, 83, you're gonna have to do some math. Okay, our first step is gonna be to combine. Okay, so -2 and 5. So I'm gonna get -7 plus 3x. Gives me a -10. Okay, and then what would need done?
Take away 30.
We'd add 7. So I get 3x and a -3 then what would I have to do? Divide by 3, so negative 1. Okay, 85. Okay, again, you're gonna go through and combine. Okay, so I'm gonna get 1b plus 1, and I'm gonna get 16, and then I can combine these two, so a positive 4b. Okay, for starters, I can cross off what? What can I cross off? I can cross off D, and I'm willing to bet, have I ever had you have to do with one with no solution? No, so the chances of it being that are not, okay? So at the very least, you have to guess a 50-50 shot, okay? However, we're gonna move our letters to the left and the numbers to the right. So I'm gonna say minus 4b, minus 1. Okay, so I'm gonna get a negative 3b and a 15.
It's gonna be C because you have to flip.
Okay, and then what would need done?
Divide by negative.
Divide by negative 3. What is 15 divided by negative 3? Negative 5, and or if you had to flip, yes, Wesley.
Oh, that's
Okay, first of all, what should it look like? Is this an or or an and?
or.
Or, so what do ors look like? They look like pointed out, so what can we cross off?
And
A and C, okay? Now, and then what you should do next is check the dots, okay? I should have, what kind of dots?
one open, one closed.
One open, one closed. Do those both check out?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so after that, it's a matter of doing the math, okay? So our first one, you're gonna times by 2 on both sides. What is 4 times 2? 8, okay? So a positive 8, and this one has an 8, and this one has an 8, so that checks out. And then the other one, you're gonna divide both sides by 9,
And this is gonna be.
so it's gotta be D. Okay, 88, is that an and or an or? And, so what should an and look like? They should connect, okay, so is there anybody we can cross off?
B, C, 8.
Literally everybody except for A. Okay, 89. Is it an and or an or? And. So who can I cross off? A and D. Okay, now at least you have a 50-50 shot. Okay? And then I should have open or closed dots. Both closed. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some math. Leslie, shush. Okay, so this very first one, who's the kid?
43.
47.
No, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so what is 43 minus 7? 43 minus 7. 36 divided by negative 4. Negative 9. So which one of these has a negative 9 in it? C. Okay, and so once you can solve it, do you need to do the rest of the math?
No.
No. Okay, there's no partial points on your final. Okay, there's no like, oh, they got everything right, but they forgot to put a negative. No, it's either right or it's wrong. It's very clear, cut, and dry. Okay, so that's just that. Okay, and then what about 90? Is it an and or an or? It's an and, so who can I cross off? I can cross off A and D. Okay, should they be open or closed? They should be closed, so it's got to be what? It's got to be B. Okay, the rest of the sheet is for you guys.